Okay, Dean Grimshawe here from Natural Health Radio and Dean Grimshawe Radio on iTunes. I'm basically recording this video blog because I am doing an experiment on the Velocity diet. And the reason I chose to do the experiment on the Velocity diet is I was looking for a diet to do an experiment on for a long time, and I read the book Never Let Go by Dan John, and in it there's a chapter on the Velocity diet, and I've got to be honest, I thought it was dubious. However, I love the book and I love Dan John's work, and I kind of trust him as a great coach. So there was a bit of conflict there when I was looking at this Velocity diet and I was looking at Dan John, and I read up a bit more on the Velocity diet, and if you want to read what I read on it, there's the book Never Let Go, but for a bit more information I googled it and I came across the T Nation website. So if you Google T Nation Velocity diet, there's a wealth of information there, and that's basically the information that I'm using right now for this experiment and for this test on the Velocity diet. The reason I thought it was dubious is because it's primarily a liquid diet with one main meal a week, which straight away has alarm bells, and I'm thinking this just doesn't sound right. However, there's heaps and heaps of reviews that are backing it up and saying there's a lot of science to it, a lot of fact to it, a lot of truth to it, and of course Dan John endorsed it himself. So for that reason I'm curious and I want to experiment on it, and I want to see what actually happens when I do it for myself. So for that reason I've set up this blog. I'll be sharing more information on my radio show, and I'll be sharing some of the updates on iTunes as well. So make sure you tune into that if you're interested to find out what happened to me, or if it's something that you're looking to for yourself. If you do want to know the information, I'm going to direct you naturally to the T Nation Velocity Diet source, so Google that. But for a very brief synopsis, it's essentially a case of working out how many calories you need at the start of the day, and then breaking that down into 5 protein shakes throughout the course of the day. There's other things in there, like a few more amino acids, flaxseed, fish oils, but essentially the diet plan is based around these 5 shakes. Though of course make sure you read up on it first, and don't just take 5 shakes if it's something you're going to try. I'm certainly not recommending at this point that anyone gives it a try. It's one of those don't try this at home experiments, because at the moment I just don't know what's going to happen to me. The first thing I thought was this is dubious. However, with the reviews out there, people suggesting they lose anywhere up to 25 pounds on a regular basis, and the fact that it's claimed that most of this weight loss is actually fat loss and body fat being burnt, and it's claimed to be quite good for maintaining lean mass. So for that reason I want to do an experiment on it. So here I am, it's day 1. I'm recording this in the evening, so I've gone through the course of the day, an update of how I felt. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, it was extremely tough today. I spent the whole day really just wanting to get my teeth into some food. So the shakes weren't great for me, it's not really a real issue. Now that the evening's come, I could probably say I'm not really that hungry. However, during the course of the day I did feel I had low energy at times. I did feel like I was really struggling at the thought of keeping this up for 28 days. However, I'm committed to it and I'm going to give it a go. So I'll keep updating you as I go. But essentially, my first thoughts is this is going to be really tough. Well, hopefully you stay with me for the journey. I'll share with you what I find. Either it will be one to avoid, or maybe something to come out of it, and maybe there is some truth to it. So stay with it and follow me along the journey.